Hey, ladies, welcome to another Self Love Conversations. My name is Gloria Ward, and you know it is February, which means that it is Black History Month. It is always Women Empowerment, always Women in Business Month. And we have just a wonderful, wonderful lady, Miss Breyana Wright. And let me tell you what she's going to do for us. She's going to show us how we can get our style and our branding together. This lady has been doing her thing when it comes to style, and she's going to let us know how we can upgrade our look so we could go ahead and really just step out there, especially for us who are in business. So, Breyana, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. I've been so excited to come on.
Yeah. So, my first question for you is, you know, how did you get here? How did you choose this lane as the lane that you wanted to get into, knowing how huge it is?
Wow. So I like to say that it chose me.
Okay.
'Cause honestly, I had no intentions of being a fashion stylist. It kind of just found me. In fact, I really didn't even know what a stylist was like years
Mhm.
ago. Like people kept mistaking me for a stylist, and I'm just like, what is that? So, thanks to Google and things like that, I Googled it, and then I'm like, this is a real job. Like I can get paid
Mhm.
to like dress
Make
people
people
up.
look.
And then I'm like, I do this for myself all the time, so why not give it a shot? And, here we are today, and I just can't imagine my life without it.
Right. And was this so you said this is something that you fell into, and so now that you're doing it and you actually have a business with it, is it all that you thought it would be?
Yes, and more. And more. It is it's honestly like I came in with one thing with, just thinking I'm gonna dress people, but then, you start to learn and get more experienced and you learn that it's more than just like a physical appearance. You have to take like the person's industry into consideration, how they are as a person. You want to make them feel empowered and highlight their best assets and let them know that even your flaws can work for you. So
Right.
it's a lot.
Right. So, okay, so an entrepreneur like myself and like other women who are out there, we want to be able to have a sense of style, a sense of, like brand. And I know for myself, one of the things is how you keep that up every day. Like, how do you sit up there and like dress up where you always have to be on the go? So how can we, as someone who is busy and always on the go, kind of maintain their style? Because the easiest thing to do is just to throw on some clothes and go.
Mhm. That's very true. I think that it's important to have like your go-to pieces and your go-to outfits. Like
Gotcha.
every single one of us has at least that one outfit that we know we look good in and it makes us feel good. So
Gotcha.
I think that, just like pulling that out, for special events or when you want to look a bit more put together is great. And then along the way, like you can find ways to tweak it to make it a new outfit. And then you'll also put other outfits together, as the days progress.
Oh, well, Brianna, the thing is that we got social media though. So it's like you take a picture in the outfit and then you go out somewhere else, right? And you got the
Mhm.
same thing. They like, oh, wait a minute. I think I saw that picture before. Oh no, the outfit is the same. Like, I promise you, I have a whole bunch of dresses in my closet because during my birthday time or a time when I'm going back out, I can't wear the same thing. And if I do wear the same thing, I don't take pictures because it's like I got on the same thing again. You know what I'm saying?
You're saying.
So how do you and it's not like anything that you think about, but it's
Mhm.
kind of like what you get meshed into, right?
Mm,
With this whole social media thing. What
yeah.
do you think about that?
I think literally, okay, so it's been very trendy to like, use your closet and like kind of make an outfit like in a different way. Like that's been popping on social media, like in all the get ready with me's and just in general. And then we're
Yeah.
also like adapting to a more sustainable culture.
Mm.
So, it's actually encouraged to like kind of take what you got. Yeah, you probably took a picture in it, but let me show you how to wear something like in a whole completely different way. And people are
Wow.
just like, wow, you're able to do that with a dress. Like you might, for example, you might have a nice dress and you put like a sweater over it. So it looks like you're wearing a sweater and a skirt. And they're just like, and then you probably reveal it and be like, well, this was from last week, but I restyled it. And they're like,
Uh,
you did that? So, just
yeah.
finding creative ways to like make it different, especially like since we're experiencing like inflation and things like that, it's really
Yeah.
helpful for like, not spending money and things like that. So
Right.
I don't
So
know,
we
take
gotta
that trend
be
and run with
able
it.
So we got to be able to have our core pieces, and
Mhm.
those are the pieces that we use like when we on a run, and we get to mix and match those pieces,
Yes,
right?
yes,
And
ma'am.
then when we stepping out, what do we do when we step out? Those dinner dates, those client meetings, those events, like what is the thing? Do we, as a brand, do we always stick to the same colors? Because that's what I asked my team. Like we had I'll give you a great example. We had our Christmas party, and what we did was is that the colors were like purple and whatever, but that's part of our logo. So of course I'm running to the store looking for purple as much as I can, and trying to fit in. So it's like when you are stepping out with your brand, do
Mhm.
you go with colors that just fit you, or should you go with like the brand color so people can kind of get it in their head?
So I think that it's best to, for example, if you're going to like a networking event or something that's like centered around your brand, you'll definitely want to incorporate those colors just so people can recognize it and be like,
Who you are.
I get that. It, they make the connection. Now, if you're going somewhere else that's not really centered on your brand, then I
Mm-hmm.
would say like lean towards colors that look best on you and make you shine and stand out. That's not to say that you can't incorporate, like, for example, with you, like, some purple in there. You can kind of combine it with something else if you want to just stick to the brand color palette. But that's what I would suggest.
Right. So what are some of the challenges that you have in your business when it comes to styling some of the people, or just your business in general?
Wow, I think that some of the biggest challenge that I face is just like hand holding with my clients. Like in this field, there is a lot of hand holding that goes on. And, it's new for a lot of people. And, they don't really know how to go about it. Most of my clients haven't even had a stylist. So
Okay. Me.
I completely, I completely understand like why they need the hand holding. So I think that could be the most challenging part, and also like getting some people to step outside of their comfort zone. Like luckily my clients are up for the challenge and I love them for that. But sometimes I don't get as lucky and I'm just like, trust me. You have to
Hmm.
trust me and it's gonna look great on you. So I think those are the two biggest challenges.
Yeah, because I would think that, even going back to what it is that we do, a lot of women, you downplay your beauty, you
Mhm.
downplay, the stuff you wear. And then when people do say that you're pretty and you look nice, you still have this thing psychologically where it's like, oh, you're just saying that because, right? So it goes back to that confidence, and having that confidence to allow the outfit and the style to bring out more of your personality and who you are. And that's hard to do if you've never been used to it, right?
That's true.
Because you get a whole bunch of pushback, but that pushback is because it nobody has ever paid attention that much to put the effort into making me feel beautiful. You get
Mhm.
what I'm saying?
You're absolutely correct.
And then you shy away from those things, because when you leave, Breyana, how am I going to make myself look beautiful?
Mm-hmm.
Because you did that,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Yes.
getting them to really get into this cycle of understanding what that confidence and beauty is, what are some of the steps you take them through? Do you have a consultation first and just be like, hey girls, you beautiful, you got to understand that this is you, right? What are some of the things you do?
So consultation is definitely necessary just because I need to know who you are and you need to know who I am and how this process is going to work. Because going back
Right.
to what I said earlier, a lot of people don't understand. So when they start to understand and you're there to explain it to them, it's like, oh my gosh, okay, I feel more comfortable with you. I feel more comfortable with the process. I know what I'm getting into. And
Mm-hmm.
something that I do, which I joke with about my clients all the time, like I'm all up in their business. I send them a style assessment and it asks them every single thing you can think of.
Right.
So, when they're doing it, it's like they're going through their mind, like, wow, I never really thought about these things. Like, wow, these are my best features. Like, wow, like all these things is kind of hyping them up and also getting them to learn about themselves more. And after that consultation, what I always tell them is that I'm with you for life. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just not me styling you to make you pretty for the night or pretty for this event. I'm going to teach you things that you can take with you. So even when I'm not there, it's not like, oh my gosh, Breyana's not here. Like, what am I going to do? It's
Right.
like when I'm gone, like Breyana's not here, but she be proud of me because I put this together by myself and it looks good.
Right. And
So
what
that's
is
what
your technique though? Like, is it like you just gotta have like the eye, like we see on the shows? Like you
Mhm.
could just look at a person and just say, oh girl, this bright yellow is going to do good for you, or whatever. Like, does it just come to you, or you just know patterns? Like, I never understood how that worked. Like, how does it work? It's
Having
just
an
a
eye.
gift.
Yeah, that's most but having that eye, because most stylists, they can look at something and be like, that color's gonna work for you, or that specific silhouette is gonna suit you, or because of your personality, you
Mhm.
gonna rock this. And that's kind of like how I am. And I also combine my expertise. Like I'm also one of those people that it's easy for me to connect with people. So
Yes.
like, in that initial style consultation, we spend time together and I get to know them. So it's just like I take that and mesh it with my expertise and just like, you're an introvert. So,
Oh.
these types of styles are going to work for you. They're going to make you comfortable, but they're also going to make you stand out, but not in a way that's going to make you, feel, less confident or like you're trying to do too much, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Because now that I'm thinking about it, it's like every time that, we have an event or something like that, I'm telling you, Brianna, I have to start shopping at least 4 or 5 days before the event because I have to go to the stores 3, 4 times. Because the first time I'm going, I'm just looking around. Like me, I look at the dummies. And if the dummies look good, I just be like, okay, I'll try that on, right? So I took my friend with me this year, and she was like, oh my God, you shop with your hands in your pocket. You don't look at anything. I said, I am. I'm looking at the dummies. And if no, you got to look through the racks. And I'm like, I don't, I don't see what you see, right?
Mm,
Like I know it when I see it.
mm,
That's the thing. And it's hard to understand because I know what works for me, but like they try to tell me, and I know you tell your clients is that, yeah, you know what works for you, but sometimes you gotta be able to step out the box and see more of what might work for you that you might not think work, but once you put it on, it looks great. And that's hard to get someone to do in the beginning.
yes.
But like I tell the ladies, you got to be open to more because there's so many parts of our personality, right? Where we have to explore those different things. Like me, and I know, I probably need it because I go to Costco and I'll find something that I like and I just buy all the colors.
Mhm.
Right? And then I just wear one color, one color, one color, and then that's the thing for the week, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm saying to myself, well, you got to be able to, upgrade your style. And I'm like, well, how do you do that?
Mhm.
Where the only thing that I see that makes me look good is what I saw at Costco,
Mhm.
right? So having you as that stylist and having that eye is so important because you can definitely see stuff that we can't see, right? And what works for us. So, how long have you had your company?
7 years. 7 years this
Wow,
month.
7 years. That's amazing. And
It
that's a big milestone.
it is. And when we came into 2023, I say, "In no way that I've been doing this for 7 years," but I have, and time flies, and
It does.
it's been a journey, and I'm so proud.
And is it just still you by yourself or you have other stylists?
No, it's just me by myself.
And you manage all of the clients you have?
Yes. But
Yeah.
tools and CRM systems are my best friend.
I know it. I know it. And so what's next for the company though? Where do you see your company going?
From here, I see us becoming like this full service company. Like, you come here if you need style help, you come here like for your outfits that you need for business events like networking and things like that. You come here when you need to take care of your clothing at home, because
Right.
our mission is literally to not only help you save money and teach you how to dress yourself, but we definitely want to touch every single piece in that closet, because I just feel like, since we live in such a fast-paced world and that we have fast-paced lifestyles as entrepreneurs and even as people with career professions in the corporate world, we're just moving so fast. So,
Absolutely.
it's always just, I'm just going to go buy this. I'm going to buy this. I'm going to buy this. But you don't really know how to put those things together. So I'm
Yeah.
trying to break that cycle and let you know that you got everything you need in your closet. You might need to add a couple things, but you don't need to go shopping every week. You don't need to go shopping for this event. We pull from your closet.
Really? So it's like, do they come to a place and you have clothes, or do you go to them and you look in the closet and then you go shopping and then you organize? Do you organize the closet? Like, how do you do that? Like, do they just step in and you like, here the outfits you put on?
So everything with my company is 100% virtual. So
Okay.
we're not only working with people locally, we're working with people all across the US.
Oh
And
wow.
the process looks like, okay, I want Breyana to be my stylist. They go through the initial consultation, and then we kind of make a style plan to where we map out what we're going to do together and what it's going to look like after the session. Like, what you're going to learn, what your new style life is going to look like, all of
Yeah.
that. And then they have a virtual closet where they upload their pieces. And then from there, depending on what they need, I can go, this isn't working, this isn't working, you need to add this. And then, I love these clothes for you. Here's what we can do with them, and here's how you can style them in different ways and things like that.
Oh wow, that's awesome. And you're using the power of technology so you
Mhm.
can style as many people as you want all over the
Mhm.
world.
Mhm.
That's amazing, Brianna. I'm still thinking like the brick and mortar thing, but you
Mhm.
really have something innovative going on. So if anybody needs your services, what can they do?
So if you need my services, all you have to do is literally go to the website and book a style consultation with me. You don't have to know anything prior, unless you see a package that you're like, okay, that's me. But if you don't know where to begin, a style consultation is always where you'll want to start. I'll map out the plan for you. I'm not gonna like be a dictatorship and be like, this is what you need to do, but we're gonna work together as partners, and we're going to partner and get your wardrobe where it needs to be so that it can match your finances, your lifestyle, and ultimately your career so you can level up.
Okay. And that's stylebybrianna.com. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And what is your Instagram and all your social media so we can follow you as well?
It is Style by Breyana all across the board. My main platform is Instagram. I love it there. You can just DM me and say hey if you want. And then I also use Facebook as well.
Okay, Brianna, thank you so much for being here. Most definitely, we're gonna do some work together because I need to be styled. Of course, I told you. See, this is me. And so I said in 2023, I'm gonna do something different. So I'm definitely gonna hit you up so you can just introduce me into how I can, do some things and really up level what I got. I don't know, my closet, I haven't been in there honestly in so long.
That's
I mean,
okay.
because I have my set stuff that I wear, but like I said, it's throw on and go, throw on and
Right,
go,
right.
right? So
Mhm,
whatever I wash and that goes in the hamper just gets right back on, right?
mhm,
And then that's basically it. So I actually have a set amount of clothes that I wear every week, every day, like a
mhm.
uniform,
Right.
right? But I know I need to get out of that because
Mhm.
when it's time to do other things, I run to the store to go get the stuff and then it just goes in the closet and I don't use it again until something else comes up, but I'm just going out, just getting something else and putting it back in there.
Just
So
a rinse
most
and repeat.
definitely, most definitely, we got some stuff in there. I just need to know what it is. But if any of the ladies need your services, we definitely going to follow you. Go to the website stylebybrianna.com and make sure that we support this woman in business. So, Brianna, thank you so much for being here. Okay.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And we'll definitely be talking soon.
Okay, I'm ready for you.
All right. Bye.
Bye.